think of all these. But the boat itself on DK Jungle Parkway is gone in versus, and the boat you can hit it if you time it wrong.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I guess that would be on a kind of a non-skips thing.
Yeah, that doesn't count really here. It's kind of useless.
I think those are the only two that actually affect like your driving line, but there's other things like the pipe on Mario Raceway is a hexagon rather than an actual kind of circle-looking thing. They're trying to save the number of polygons to make the game run faster. And strangely, Beck was commenting on this a couple nights ago. They really thought they had performance issues with Moo Moo Farm, and they didn't. The game, that course runs fine, but they changed this pacing thing internally to make it feel a little faster, and they also removed the trees that are off the course. So there's only cows, there's no trees in 4-player and 3-player. It's like there's some you could tell at the 11th hour we're like just trying to make the game play well in 3 or 4-player.
I'd say it worked pretty well, but it's still obviously also flawed. It's fun to play with friends though, for sure.
Oh yeah, 4 players.
With top players.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, they didn't remove any of those things when they released it on Virtual Console. So.
Oh yeah, it goes super fast.
Yeah, so when they sped up the game pacing to make it feel like it played at the normal speed at a lower frame rate. So DK Jungle Parkway feels like it goes the right speed on the N64, but there's something like less precise while you're playing, and it's a loss in, I guess, for lack of a better word, the temporal resolution. Like you have fewer frames to do the same things.
Yeah.
But on the Wii Virtual Console, that the thing plays it at full speed, and so yeah, it feels twice as fast. As far as I could tell, when they just released it on Wii U, as far as I could tell, they actually finally took those hacky fixes out of that version. But I haven't been able to purchase that since I don't live in Europe. I don't know if anybody. Do we know anybody who's bought that version?
What version?
So Mario Kart 64 was released on Virtual Console for the Wii U.
Oh.
And based on the trailer for it, you could see they played 4-player on DK Jungle Parkway, and it looked like it was playing at the right, like the proper speed.
Yes. Struggled on Warrior Stadium on the first lap, but then finished in 8 and 6 seconds, so 50 overall. It's really confusing to have those jumps mirrored here.
Why did you switch to the lap progress view in Wario Stadium?
Just to see if it worked. I got stuck on the wall. But then you see if Lucky 2 puts you down in front of the finish line or not. So, no particular reason.
Alright.
I actually got the third jump through for Toad's Turnpike, which is really hard.
Nice.
I have a question for the end of the run, of the whole run. Do we split after the point calculation after Rainbow Road? So not on the finish line? Okay.
Yes.
So I have to remember that.
These cars are going fast, man.
I haven't checked if the cars are actually going faster.
Well, they're going towards you, which...
But yeah, they're coming from the other direction, so...
I doubt they're going faster.
The hit is twice as hard.
If you crash with DK, the hit is 8 times as hard. You're gonna get hit at least 8 times.
I didn't hit any of the cars.
Well, so there's a trick there. So, only 4 of the characters have a significant acceleration ability if you triple tap A. But all of them have actually go faster. If you hit A 3 times after being stopped, you'll accelerate faster. But for the lightweights and for Bowser, you basically, it's almost instantaneous. It's like a second and you're to full speed. And but all of the characters accelerate at the same speed in reverse. So if you're stuck there with a heavyweight who doesn't have the triple tap ability, or the middleweights, your best bet is to actually reverse out of the way. It's almost instantaneous acceleration, but it's slow. I mean, you're only going like 20 kilometers per hour instead of 60. I've got you all unmuted. I need to step away for like 3 minutes. Be right back.
Yeah.
Alright. Where are you at, Dan?
Palomar Desert. I just got a star though. That's nice.
I actually got really good RNG. I got like second or third try star every time.
Man, everything being backwards is weird. So confusing. Ah.
Oh, I actually got a Shoka Mountain main skip on extra, which is
Yeah, I tried
nice.
it.
pretty neat.
I didn't get it.
I was happy
That's
about
surprising,
one small
especially
backup
because I'm
jump.
like, where am I even?
Yeah.
Yeah, where am I even supposed to hit is my main concern. But I think I kind of figured out. I got the one where you like tumble over though. I guess it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to do anything else in 100cc.
Yeah. It's weird how you play the track so much and then in extra mode everything, like it feels like you're
Completely
playing
upside
like,
down.
yeah.
Ah, fuck off.
Oh, the penguins go backwards. Oh, I almost went the wrong way out of the tunnel. Just turn and go straight into the water.
Yeah, that's strange.
Good thing
for the
there's a
first
big
time.
arrow there telling you which way to go. I'm surprised
Oh,
we haven't
no.
had anyone reset their console to have to
Accidentally.
redo a whole cup.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
So that's
people
pretty
are
good.
probably going safe. I know I am. Not being
I know I've
super-
reached for the button a few times. Caught myself
It's just a little
before,
bit.
before ruining it. At this point, I think something would have to go pretty wrong for there to be any more lead changes or anything.
Hey. Hello?
Hey.
Well,
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was unmuted, but then I wasn't.
Well, you sounded like someone else for a second.
yeah, you sounded like a different person. I was like, what? How
oh,
did someone get in here?
Dan used the reverse strats on getting out of the way there on Toad Turnpike.
Something
But
you missed was
Did anybody
that
who actually deleted their cartridge versus just having to kind of make sure they?
I deleted everything.
I did not.
I'm just making
Although
sure.
I did notice, I started the race with with the memory pack in my controller, so I had a ghost on Luigi Raceway,
Oh god.
Oh, what?
which was a little weird.
Cheater.
Except he was gone. He was gone like the first frame. I don't know what Toad was doing. It might
guess
have
I
been
have
like
pretty
my
good-
Mile style ghost or something.
I have some pretty good reverse memory, muscle memory, because I just got the big skip in Mario Raceway, the mushroom.
Yeah,
That was surprising because I didn't even know where I was.
Pretty crazy.
I just went for it and I just jumped over. I was like, okay, sure, I'll take that.
very smooth.
It's, you missed that Weatherton, but I also got the main jump once in Choco Mountain.
Nice.
Yeah, I was mad that I accidentally got rid of my shroom on Choco Mountain in 100cc. I wanted to go for the Weather Tanko.
Oh, jeez.
Because I have a much better chance of hitting it in 100cc.
Because you have that practiced. You've practiced more at that speed.
Although I can't really hit the Weather Tanko with this controller.
In 100cc.
Yeah.
Or am I wrong? Because it feels like it's more controlled speed.
It's easier in 100 for sure. Well, especially if you've done it, but like. You just have so much speed, you end up landing on top in 150. You have to do it at like a crazy angle.
There's a really hard skip. It's a lap skip on Choco Mountain. And it's sort of like what's happening on Wario Stadium, except you don't actually go back. You just kind of clip in, and it's a little bit complicated. But the timing and precision of it is extremely difficult.
Yeah, just like bounce around the finish line.
Basically, so what happens is you clip through the wall enough for it to think that you're essentially in the tunnel, like down below, you're further ahead than you actually were. And so when you come back across the finish line, it thinks you made enough progress. There's certain checks in some of the levels that it needs to make sure you've actually made some forward progress before it counts the finish line when you go back across it again. One real simple example of that is Banshee Boardwalk. You can jump back behind the finish line off a computer player, and the lap will count, but only if you've actually gone past the first corner. Same thing on Bowser Castle. It's not really clear exactly what checks they put in place to make sure you couldn't do lap skips, but obviously.
Yeah, we need to really break down the whole checkpoint system. Yeah,
the checkpoint. It seems. In a lot of ways, like there aren't any insignificant checkpoints, when you're first learning to see all the shortcuts. But then the more we learn about the game, the more we realize there is this checkpoint.
Yeah, there's kind of three different. We've got like forward lap skips, and then we've got the backwards ones where you do it behind the finish line, and now we've got these weird like checkpoint triggers where we're like changing them with polygon, like hitting certain parts of the track, which is really strange.
And that's the most confusing part in the most recent development, where I think Becky's been instrumental in figuring out which polygons they are and like what order and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like we hit something and don't know why it worked, and then.
Oh, I remember it took forever to figure out what was going on Royal Raceway.
Yep.
Even though there's both versions on that track, like there's just a full like backwards lap skip where you just. It's the same thing as like Rainbow Road, essentially, but then it also has the weird thing with the stands, like Luigi Raceway and Toad's Turnpike.
Yeah, so there's I think 3 courses that have stands.
Yeah, and none of those have hit detection.
Yeah, you can drive on Royal Raceways for some reason, but not on. Is it not on the other 2?
Yeah, you go right through on the other 2.
Have you checked on Japanese?
Yeah, I think I did. They're all the same.
And
you get like the little forward momentum.
Yeah, you lose a lot more time on Sherbet Land because they actually freeze.
Yeah, the frozen ice cube thing.
But Dan, I saw it was a little while ago, but that on Choco Mountain you tried to get rid of a red shell. Corner and it came out and hit you.
Drew, can you explain what just happened to me after I hit the penguin? I like hit the wall, but didn't tumble, but yet it canceled the animation immediately.
I was looking at Dan's screen.
It's coming now.
You probably clipped a polygon seam.
Maybe. Oh yeah, there's like the underwater thing there. Huh? It should be coming now, pretty much.
I don't know. I'm watching the most delayed version of the stream, and I'm.
Oh, you aren't watching Flippy's directly?
I was, but then when he said that something had happened, I'd already missed.
Oh.
No, well, I said it as it happened.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Well, then I don't know.
Oh well, I feel like it's right. It's just that there's the pixels around those pillars are kind of weird, where you can like clip out of bounds, but you're still in bounds, kind of. I don't know.
Oh yeah, so this the screen, like the camera view changed?
Yeah,